I thought it was very respectful that the president of Russia is coming to our country as opposed to us going to his country or even a third-party place. And at the end of that meeting, probably in the first 2 minutes, I'll know exactly whether or not a deal can be made.
How will you know that?
Because that's what I do. I make deals.
Yes, he does indeed. So joining us now to talk about this, Friday's meeting, General Jack Keane, Fox News senior strategic analyst and my friend and mentor on all things foreign and military. General Keane, so, okay, on one hand, very good. Putin's coming to America, courtesy of Secretary of State William Seward in 1867. Alaska is part of America. That's wonderful. On the other hand, there seems to be a debate going on about territories. People say Putin wants all the territories in the East and so forth, but Zelensky won't, the Europeans won't. How do you see this? I know the meeting hasn't taken place yet, but in the run-up to the meeting, General, how do you see it?
Yeah, well, I think the real issue is trying to get to a ceasefire. And Putin tantalized in front of us that he was willing to make a deal and go to a ceasefire. I mean, he's never really said that before. So that got everybody excited. And it took us a couple of days, I think because of problems with interpreters or whatever, that we weren't really clear in terms of what the deal was. Initially, we thought the deal was he was going to give up territory, and he expected Zelensky to give up territory. And the so-called word swap came back into our lexicon. But that's not the deal. The deal that Putin has on the table is for Ukraine to give up the rest of the Donbass region, and in that 30% that they still own is the most fortified part of Ukraine. 5 cities along Highway 20, 50 miles in length, that Putin has been unable, Larry, to take since 2014 and aggressively trying to take it in the last 2 years. Unsuccessful. And he wants Ukraine to give it to him and not conquer it, so to speak. And he gives nothing else in return. So that's not much of an offer. And as a result of that, the Europeans and the Ukrainians who met with Vice President Vance, Marco Rubio, General Kellogg, and Steve Witkoff on Saturday are making a counterproposal, which the president is entertaining, which is don't even discuss a land deal initially. Let's go for the initial thing we all want, and that is a ceasefire. That should be job one. They're going to talk to the president again on Wednesday, the European leaders, and I think that's the path we're likely on. I suspect this, Larry. Why is Putin even doing this? Well, one, he loves the idea he's going to be on a world stage with the president, and it gets him some degree of legitimacy, given he's an international pariah, war criminal, and isolated somewhat internationally. But really, what is he about here beyond that? That just lasts for a short period of time. I think he's been intimidated, Larry, by the president over the tariffs and the sanctions. And he wants to delay it, avoid it as much as possible. And I think likely he will make some kind of a concession on something that will be of interest to the president, maybe a partial ceasefire, air attacks, or a sectorial ceasefire, certain parts of Ukraine. Something out there to drag out the negotiations. The negotiations have always been a cover to delay and stall and put things off. I think he's still there. But this time, he doesn't want the tariffs and the sanctions. The president is going in there, Larry, with the wind at his back here. Very successful operation against Iran, upgunning Ukraine with military assistance, euros paying for it, no taxpayer dollars involved, and the threat of sanctions and tariffs. So I think it's up to Putin to really put something on the table that makes some sense to the president. I suspect if this is more of the same Putin, which is just delay and negotiate, delay and negotiate, I think the president will probably get up and walk out.
Yeah, wow. Anyway, General Keane, I hope you'll come back because there's going to be lots to review even before the meeting. So we appreciate it very, very much.